people in the context of family, sometimes in the context of broken families, who went on to engage in crime. Some a single episode, some as a way of life. That reality does not predispose me to favor prosecution over defense. It just makes it for me not merely an academic matter. It's real.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the response to both sides. And witnesses are good, and certainly have a wonderful news. Councilor Kelly.
Most of your practice in the defense of insurance companies or
it's been both, and it may be. I'm not sure if it's quite equal, but the case that we were discussing, Councilman Marion, the Prelly v. Leibowitz matter, the plaintiff's medical malpractice case, and which we put all our resources and our time and our heart into that, and we've tried other product cases of a worker who was blinded by a projectile, pretty much through the middle 80s or late 80s up to 2000. I was involved strictly in handling plaintiffs' personal injury cases, product liability, medical malpractice, ordinary automobile cases, all of them on contingency fee basis. I've worked in powers involved defending doctors in in medical malpractice lawsuits. I know the wealth of that position, of having doctors who were available to assist you in the case, and free access to expert witnesses from great local institutions. And I've been on the plaintiff's side, where we would have never seen the expert witness until the night before trial, Sunday night at a hotel, and trying not to ask too many questions because as a budgetary matter. So I've sat there when there was that knock from the clerk indicating that the jury had returned with a verdict. I've sat there as defense counsel and worried. I've sat there as plaintiff's counsel and worried from that perspective. I've given openings first. I've given openings second, and it's pretty much all interchangeable to me. There's been wonderful people I have defended. There's been wonderful people who I have brought cases on their behalf, and I don't feel any bias or any fueling in one direction or the other.
You ever practice full legal appeals board?
I never have.
Thank you.
appear in court, because of my, I don't think it's the way things do, but I always have a large personal injury practice. A lot of comments that I find from lawyers who practice both the district court, the superior court, is the jury instructions. I think, I'm familiar with the jury instructions, but I think from what I hear from other lawyers that the jury gets the impression, even though we all know it's not the right charge, that when to find for the plaintiff, it's almost like the criminal standard, beyond a reasonable doubt. There's got to be some reason why so many, I know you've got the greatest lawyers here, and they win all these cases. I mean, come on, that's all they do is they deal with personal injury lawyers. I mean, they can go in without even preparing. The odds are they're going to win that case. Judge Brady had his statistics out there in Lawyers Weekly. I don't know, 80–90% of these cases come back defendants. You're a passenger, you lose the case. How do you lose on a passenger? That's amazing. Give me your thoughts. I mean, clearly the jury instructions, I think,